Why are Thompson School District schools starting an hour later? I interviewed the Board of Education to find out.
My name is Laurie Vista Ward, and I am the current president of the Thompson School District Board of Education. My personal position on the later start for the secondary students, which is the middle school and the high school students, I was very much in favor of it when we did it. I was behind it when we first looked at doing it, and I was behind it. I'm still behind it now that we're doing it.
Well, my name is Mark Setter, and I'm on the Thompson R2J Board of Education. Initially, I thought it was not a good idea. I didn't like the recommendation. But by being on the Board of Education, my responsibility is to look at an issue and weigh all sides. And so I really dug into this one because I felt like the answer was easy. Early bird gets the worm. The more I looked into it and the more I researched, the more I thought this could make a big difference for our students.
So there's some research out there that came to our awareness. We go to an annual convention every year, school board members, and last year's convention was Cherry Creek School District did a presentation on their process of going through that. And so that kind of spurred our thinking a little bit more. And then when you look at the research, medical research, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Psychological Association, the Centers for Disease Control, all the medical organizations out there have all said this is good for kids' health.
The schedule change came from a look at how can we help and improve social and emotional learning for our students and social and emotional well-being. So the Board of Education basically gave that directive to the administration of the district, and then the administration of the district went out and researched what have other districts done and what's been effective. And so one of the changes that they could find that we could make at the district level was to institute a later start time for middle schools and high schools. And they looked at a lot of research and evidence and brought that recommendation forth to the Board of Education.
With Thompson School District being one of the first in this area to do it, the reason I think that we did this is, you know, our main purpose is to improve student outcomes, right? But money is always an issue. So what can we do that doesn't cost a lot of money, that has evidence, that's shown evidence in the research that can help students? This is one of those things. Anecdotally, from my personal, kids that I know or parents that have just sort of told me, like my own daughter who I mentioned is an 8th grader, she loves it. Most of her friends say they love it because they don't have to get up as early.
I've also looked at Cherry Creek, and I've looked at what kind of differences they've seen. And it's fascinating. They've had interviews from students, they've had interviews from parents, they've had interviews from teachers, administration, staff, coaches, and every single one of those perspectives brings new insights into how dramatic and profound this change really is.
I've heard from teachers, again, anecdotally, you know, we don't have a whole lot of data on it because we haven't really gone back and looked, but that they're seeing a difference in kids just seeming more pleasant in the morning, less groggy, they're not as drowsy, they're more willing to face the day.
From the students' perspective, they're finding that they're more focused during class and that they've got the energy that they need to make it all the way through the day. From the teacher's perspective, they're seeing that the students are focused and that they have the energy to make it through the day, but the teachers don't.
I would like to, at the end of the first year, kind of do a look back and see, I mean, I have a suspicion that it's going to help with attendance because you're not going to be getting up so early, you know, so, or at least lateness anyway. So I'd be curious to know if there's less referrals during the day because kids are better rested, they're less likely to be angry. I'd be curious to know if teachers felt it had any effect on their grades at all during the first year.
It's a tough challenge, you know, I mean, with every change comes challenges. Change is not easy. And so what I want to see us do is focus on those challenges, those, you know, for example, smaller breaks, right? I want to see, is there something that we can do? Can we adjust that? Can we address that? What kinds of solutions do we have? When I think about the benefits of the late start, right? When I talk to administrators, they've reported, like particularly down in Cherry Creek School District, they've collected metrics on what kind of a change has it made. What they're seeing is they're seeing fewer health issues. They're seeing fewer disruptions in class. They're seeing, again, that greater focus by the students. So that's a big improvement. We can also ask our police departments and law enforcement, what kind of an impact on our community has this had? And down in the Cherry Creek School District, law enforcement has reported fewer accidents involving teenagers, especially in the mornings. So we're actually talking about saving people from physical injury by increasing their social and emotional well-being.
I also interviewed the students who were affected by this change. I asked them what they liked and what they disliked.
My name is Elsie Bring and I am in 9th grade. I like it. It's fun. I get to sleep in.
My name is Hannah Arthur and I'm in the 9th grade. I was pumped because, I don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning anymore. Love sleeping in.
My name is Jordan Nerton and I am in 11th grade. I was excited to sleep in.
I also asked how this helps or hinders their school experience.
I don't fall asleep in class. Not that I did. I zone out and then I'm like, oh, what am I doing? And now I'm like, paying attention. What's up with that? Neat.
It's easier for my mom to bring me to school this later start because I live all the way across town and she does not like waking up early.
Sometimes I have to walk home, which is fine, other than when today it's 20 degrees out and that's no fun, so.